Welcome to our new digital video. Today's video is all about our class 288. We have received some criticism about our decoder programming, that the application is not totally practicable. The last locomotive video showed how the locomotive halves can be controlled using an address. But our digital department got together again, continued to develop the project and created a new method for programming. Now the locomotive can be controlled using one address, but the light functions can still be switched separately or depending on the driving direction. This means that this function no longer has to be controlled using different addresses. In this video, I'll show you how to program this really easily with the white Z21. The locomotive halves must be handled separately for programming, so either place a sheet underneath them or simply place one half of the locomotive next to the track. This means that one half is separated from the track. Programming is done using the maintenance tool. These are the CVS that have to be changed for each locomotive half. These numbers are also available as a CSV file, so they don't have to be entered one by one. The finished CSV file can be imported directly into the decoder using the maintenance tool. A downloadable CSV file can be found on the ROCO website under item number 70116 and 78116. So, my control center is connected to the track and now also to my PC. You can see that program CV's item at the top. We program CV number 8 to the value 8 here. This means that the decoder is reset to the factory settings. Then you will see this select field, which can be used to search for and select the file on the PC. Then we have that program CV set item. When you click on it, all CVS are transmitted to the decoder. It takes a little while, but the progress bar shows that the CV values are being transmitted to the decoder one after the other. The decoder is now fully programmed without you having to enter all the CV values one by one. Now do the same for the second half of the locomotive. To do this, select the second file. Now select the second file with the 288B. You then have to swap the locomotive halves by placing locomotive half B on the track and taking locomotive half A off. Now just load the second file. Click on Program CV Set again and the second CV set is transmitted to the second half of the locomotive. Now the second decoder is also programmed. Now I put both locomotive halves back on the track and check if the function keys assignment is correct. So, the function keys are assigned like with the D311, the new variant, which now comes with item number 70114. The functions are now the same as those in the 70114, the D311. The driver's cab lighting, the controller lighting and also the switch cabinet lighting can be switched depending on the driving direction. This means that if locomotive half A is driving ahead, the functions on that side can be switched. If you drive ahead with locomotive half B, you can then switch the other side. The machine room lighting can be switched separately using function keys F17 and F18. And all functions can be switched depending on the driving direction. This means that the control system is much more convenient and you can control everything using a locomotive address. So we are at the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave your feedback on the 288 and tell us if you like the new programming better. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.